And this is sort of the thing that I feel like adventure games never really figured out. It's like, is the player supposed to like think their way to the solution, or are they supposed to like game their way to the solution? Because I can go around and just like pick through all my items and hover them over stuff, and eventually I'll find out what the answer is after. I don't know if that's possible given the number of potential choices, and like how long it would take, but like that's the most sure way to find an answer, right? Versus like trying to think your way through a problem. And at some point in any adventure game, you always get to this point where you're like, okay, let me just look at a scene and like hover over everything again and again. Um, so it's interesting what they decide to do as far as like how they indicate something being interactable or not. All right, let's see if this changed the pressure. No, did not. I wonder if the clothesline will help us with any of this. Well, let me see if I can combine. And like I can't just like hover over quickly because it's like a slight change. I need to like kind of hold it there, see if it will close or not. Okay. Oops. Clothesline. Oh, the cables. I totally forgot about those. Is that what I'm supposed to conduct? Oh.
I hope it doesn't melt or anything.
All right.
It's alive!
Hey. So I totally forgot about the cables. We looked at, like, when we first looked at this machine, I was like, oh, there's cables there. I can't do anything with it. And then even today with the hint, I totally forgot that they were here. And then I could conduct them.
The ring seems to be working perfectly as a conduit between the two cable ends.
Okay, can we flip some buttons? Oh, yeah. I'm excited for this. Alright, looks like we got 4 states. Yeah, on each of these. And this one... Is this looping? It is, okay. And none of this changes the pressure. Okay, let's see. Looks like she doesn't have anything to say about these. Okay, let's see if I... Okay, if I change the configuration, nothing changes there.
It won't budge. The pressure's...
So we gotta get the pressure down. Means you gotta get the clamp off.
The water tank's full.
Means you have to like release some of the water or something.
Mystifying. Mystifying.
Can we like poke a hole in this? Not that that would help us. Okay, let me see if I like maybe loop through these if there's any. Well, no, because I can. Oops.
Mystifying.
So none of those had an immediate effect on the pressure. We've got some tubes here. Let me see if I leave this screen, if I can see. So this control panel like leads to some tubes, comes down here.
If
Pipes.
there's one thing Venice has enough of, it's rusty pipes. That and stinky canals.
Now it's making a sound.
The water tank's full. Mystifying. 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 Mystifying.
I was hoping it would give me some context clues about these. So I wonder if I can interact. This just seemed like a pure control panel. I'm not sure if I can interact with any items here. But we did turn it on. This thing's red, so maybe like this control panel isn't doing anything yet. Like I would expect this to change state somewhere, but it isn't. So maybe like the control panel isn't totally active yet. Like I see this red thing here. Just maybe suggest something else is missing. Or maybe this is also related to the pressure being too high.
Without the ring, I won't be able to use this, machine. I'll leave it until I finish whatever it is I'm doing here.
Because obviously I need to fix this machine. Because it directly relates to my relationship with Cortez.
The ring seems to be working perfectly as a conduit between the two cable ends. It's at 100. That's percent, I guess. 100% pressure?
Okay. I want to see if that rubber ducky's like on the edge of the screen, maybe? Thingy.
Rust is the very definition of Venetian architecture. Think of San Francisco without the hills, Paris without the cafes. Venice wouldn't be the same without the rust. It would be better, not the same.
Better, but not the same. So like LA in traffic. So can I drop something down here, maybe? Into the thingy? Maybe like an eyeball? The thing is, like, we got this toy monkey at the beginning of the game, and we found our eyeball in there, but who needs it for anything useful? I don't know. And there's a point I have to get to where I decide, okay, am I missing an item? Is there another thing I need to do here? Or do I have everything? I just need to figure it out. Like, I feel like in a more modern game design, they tell you, oh, you have like 2 out of 3 items that you need to solve this puzzle, so just leave. But then, of course, that's the charm of these games, right? Is that you don't know. Alright. So clothesline I could potentially use maybe on the fuse box, like stick it in the keyhole. And there are no other active puzzles, so it seems like I've solved the rubber ducky puzzle. Doesn't seem to be anything else there. Oh, there's the ducky.
Oh, that duck? Bon voyage, ducky!
Okay, sayonara. Wonder if he's coming back. Bench.
Just a wooden bench.
Can I sit on it? Sitting. Feels good. Very long animation. Yeah, I think we've identified all the puzzles that are currently active. Let's look in this park real quick. Got my finger over that escape key. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Up here. Bridge.
I can't even begin to guess what that's supposed to be.
Me neither. It seems like it's going to be interactable at some point.
April Ride,
And of course, to some degree, the game like wants you to wander around aimlessly, so you can kind of experience more of the world, right? And kind of take in the scenes a bit more deeply, perhaps, or more detailed. Okay, let's see if I can do anything over here. Check out the fuse box first. No. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I think we're not ready for the fuse box. And I like just sort of moved forward on the like pressure puzzle. So it's like maybe I need to keep going on that. Just gonna explore a little bit more.
It's a police officer. This is one of the smallest cross-level elevators I've seen. The big ones can carry up to 100 people at a time, and they go way fast. I've never been inside one, of course.
Never been inside an elevator. Interesting. Check with Fiona real quick.
Yes? I have to take care. Shelves. Look, it's Monkey Boy.
Worth a shot. Like, I don't think we need to put these items back. That would be kind of weird.
They really knew how to design.
I wonder if I can show April anything. Or, excuse me, Fiona. Do you want candy? I feel like it should just let me give candy to everybody in the game since I seem to have infinity candy. Okay, no candy. Fedora? Okay. Oops.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Okay, I misunderstood this puzzle before, so I can lock one in place. So I probably just have to line him up. Oops. Shit. Genius. Turn this thing.
Won't budge. The pressure's probably too high.
Well, I got the green light, so that's all that matters to me. Oh, and I can't click these anymore. I'm glad.
The clamp's keeping the hose closed, so it won't leak. The ring seems to be working perfectly as I'll leave it there for now. Mystifying. It's at The water tank's full. It won't budge. The pressure's probably too high.
Okay, so light turned green.
It's a rusty thingy.
The other thing is, I don't necessarily know. I guess the point of this puzzle is so I can get the clamp, because it doesn't seem like this machine is connected to anything else. Because, like, presumably, if the light turned green, another pixel hunt on this screen. Thank you. That's why it's sort of another one of those things. It's like they could, like, theoretically, you could provide an option where you could see all interactables on a screen. And I'm pretty sure that had already been done by this point. Like, I feel like 1999 is kind of late in the adventure game genre, so I feel like that was a decision they made to not let you just look at every interactable automatically. But ultimately, it just results in this kind of pixel hunting, right?
It's a rusty old... It won't... The water tank's full. Mystifying.
And also, like, if you just click in some random spot, it just gives you this mystifying line, which is like, kind of like, look at you, idiot line, like, stop clicking here. Which suggests, like, oh, there's nothing else.
Mystifying.
There can't possibly be anything else on this screen, right? Clamp. It's like playing I Spy. It's quite calming, really.
I'll leave it there for now.
What is going on the screen? I'm so confused. Haha. Is it Modern Miss? Welcome to the stream, Sly. Glad to have you here. Yeah, so I don't know how long you've been here. We're playing The Longest Journey, which is an adventure game from 1999. I don't know when Myst came out, but probably around a similar time or maybe a bit older. But yeah, so this is like just a puzzle. We're set in the future. It's like 2209. We're in Newport, which is a mega city. And we're trying to get this clamp, I think, because we need it for something, as suggested by dialogue, but there's no logical reason why we need the clamp from what we've seen. But I know that we need it because it's here. And if you can touch stuff, you need it in this game. Myst was around 93. There remains an unturned valve. Okay, wow, 99 still looks pretty good. Yeah, it's a beautiful game. The dialogue's good too, which you'll get to see. Myst was around 93. Okay, so yeah, again, like, this game I feel like is kind of late in the adventure game genre. Like, it's like at the end or past like the golden age for this genre. Okay, so it's like I just need to like...
It won't budge. The pressure's probably too high. It won't...
It won't budge.
It
Maybe I
Well,
can
why?
create some kind of
The
lever or
pressure's
something.
probably too hot.
Unturned valve. See, and this is me playing with hints from the Ghost of New Game Plus. And even then, I'm having difficulty with this screen. Okay, valves. Oh, wait, this one? Oh, jeez. Look at us. We're so good at this game. I'm so sorry. Um, your apology is accepted on behalf of Funcom.
It's a pressure valve.
Okay, so we lowered the pressure. We can turn the thing now. A, it's frustrating, but it is also very satisfying when you solve the puzzle. Like, it feels good, man. And it wouldn't feel good if it wasn't difficult. And I guess it wouldn't be difficult if it made any sense. It does, right? It's sort of, it does look unrelated. But, you know. Now I know. In the future puzzles, I'm really going to be taking a close look.
The tank's empty.
Okay, so now we should be able to grab this, maybe? Yeah, we got a clamp. And apparently the holes in this tube no longer exist. How great for us. I swear the rest of the game isn't like this. It's just this chapter. Really? That's impressive, honestly, because this is sort of like what I expect is par for the course for adventure games, right? It's like a puzzle like this. Okay. So far, the game has been super smooth. Like, we've just been moving right along. We've been solving puzzles. It was just at this like recent area that we got at the end of last stream where it kind of got difficult.
I'm not leaving my gold ring. Somebody's going to have to replace that cable eventually.
Thank you, game, for telling me that I need to grab the ring first. Definitely could have left it there. All right. So we're for the benefit of the new viewers, we're in Venice, which is like the hipster part of Newport. This is our apartment. Okay, so now we have a clamp. We have a gold ring. Got some clothesline. Let's just see if we can combine. Oh yeah. See that shine? I'm so good at this game. Now we have a clamp with a clothesline attached to it. Anything else? Oh, I bet we have to attach this to the fuse box and then use it like jumper cables on something else. Yeah, I'm so smart. Look at me already assuming that I've solved the next puzzle. This is going to get worse before it gets better. Okay. Chapter 2. The puzzle to end all puzzle. This is where they weed out the noobs. This is where you like hop on GameFAQs and you start looking up longest journey. Hopefully you have an internet connection. And this is the kind of thing where like this is the sort of game where like where if you weren't sitting down with a friend playing it, like you'd probably be screwed. Like you'd probably be sitting there for like hours trying to figure it out. But that kind of different perspective really helps. Especially if the different perspective has played the game before. All right, let's see if I'm right. Damn. I guess we could have solved that water pressure puzzle much earlier, I think. I think we had kind of everything we needed for a while. But I was just blasting through. Fuse box, we're not quite there yet. Okay, what puzzles do we have left? It seems like we've solved the rubber ducky puzzle. We've solved the clamp puzzle. We got our ring back, which suggests that we're done with that machine. Does the box open? It does not open, Sly. It's locked. There's a keyhole. Here, we'll take a quick look at this again.
It's a fuse box.
Yes, it's a fuse box. This animation is so slow.
It's some kind of keyhole.
It's some kind of keyhole. Got a
A
zigzag.
lightning bolt. I just love that word zigzag. Caution. Is that like a general caution, as in life caution?
Do we need a key? I mean, maybe we're going to get the key. I also think maybe we're just going to jimmy the lock somehow. Like I thought maybe one of these items would let us do it, like this push pin or something. So either we need a lock or we need like a way to pry it open maybe. Or maybe somebody else will open it for us. I mean, it's really kind of like there's a lot of stuff you could think is possible, but I'm not quite sure what. And I don't even, we don't even know why we need the fuse box yet, okay? We know that it connects to the mercury sign, and I guess we're going to fix it when we open the fuse box. Why do we need to fix the mercury sign? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I think we need a screwdriver or a hairpin. Which we don't have either of those yet. Let's go look for some more puzzles. And I feel like some adventure games kind of like emphasize the adventure-y part of it more, and some emphasize like the puzzle part. And I feel like Myst I think of as a game that's like hardcore puzzles. Like Myst is a game where you're sitting down, like you're gonna solve some puzzles, man. Like who cares what the story is? Whereas this is more like kind of a balance, right? So it's like you'll be on this screen, which is like, you know, fun, just like adventure-y, and then you'll go on this screen, and it's like, oh, I can't click on it anymore.
It's a pretty map.
Here, let me show my example. And then if you look at this rubber ducky screen, then suddenly we're in puzzle mode, right? It's like very obvious. Okay, I wonder if there's anything we can do on here. Like maybe we can grab that grate or something.
I don't know what that chain's... The grill is almost completely submerged in...
It seems like this puzzle's solved completely, but you never know.
Hi, yes? I have to... It's a rusty thingy.
So this, notably this screen, we can't click on anymore at all. It's done. It's locked us out. So this puzzle is definitely done, right? From like a kind of ludology point of view, right? Like we're done with this puzzle. Whereas this other one, we can still switch to this screen out the window. Which is technically like another view. Like so maybe you'd still want to look at this again, just because. But it also suggests that maybe we're not done yet.
The grill is almost completely submerged in that, and I use this term quite liberally, liquid.
So let's see if we can do something here. And like I can sit here and think like, what could I use with this chain? Or I could just do a little bit of this action. Take a little closer look. A little bit of a closer look.
Spiky. Whatever those pipes are spewing out, I know one thing for sure. It ain't water.
There's a reference earlier in the game that was like, she couldn't afford a bottle of fresh water.
The grill is almost completely submerged
So I don't know
in
what they're
that,
drinking, man.
and I use this term spiky. 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 Spiky.
Spiky indeed. I don't think I've looked at this painting yet.
That's my work. It's supposed to be a portrait of my life study teacher, but I think he might disagree.
Low self-esteem.
It's supposed to be a coffee table.
Supposed to be.
It's a chair. It's a rusty thingy.
Just feel like this game's trolling me sometimes when it tells me it's a rusty thingy. Like, I feel like this thingy would only be useful if I'm trying to trash something, which I'm not. I'm not trying to get rid of any of these items right now. Look at these pipes.
If there's one thing Venice has enough...
Yeah, we already know that. Okay.
It's a pretty...
Go check out Vava. Maybe there's something we can do there.
I wonder what the homeless people do.
This guy wants some food? No.
The Venice Academy of the Visual Arts. It's empty. Art books. Nice. Very Van Goghish, with just a hint of Munch. It's Emma's contribution to the exhibition. These sinks are as old as the building itself, but at least they've been renovated quite recently. Some books on color, composition, some books on color, composition.
I'll take this. We can do more work on our painting.
Not today.
Okay. So I guess we're meant to keep this paintbrush and palette, which before was not the case. It is interactable with the canvas, but
Not today.
not today. So I guess we gotta keep it. Wow, that's... I'm pretty sure the first time I interacted with the scene, it wouldn't let me take the paintbrush again, but I can't remember. I felt like, oh, I just gotta leave it here. Okay, I got a paintbrush. Paint our fedora. Alright.
I'll just leave my brush and easel here before I go.
Okay. Okay, game. I wonder if we can show this picture to some people. Maybe they'll have something to say about it. Oops. Was that... Oh, there's a rubber ducky. Based. Oh, yeah.
The duck's deflated.
Zoom in time. Give me that band-aid.
The duck's deflated. The duck's inflated. The duck's inflated.
So it's inflated, but it's leaking. Oh, I can put the patch back on it? No. Okay. So it's not going to let me... It wanted me to take the band-aid. But now it has a hole in it? But it's... Oh, there it goes. Hopefully I wasn't supposed to blow on it before I took this thing. The duck is deflated.
The duck's deflated.
You want to know about this duck?
The duck's deflated.
That's all you need to know. Alright, well we got a duck. A deflated duck. We got band-aids. I think we really are going crazy. Just carrying around all this crap. He's the mastermind of everything. That's totally possible. Let me remind you what we saw only a day previously to this current experience. All right. This is a recollection of April's previous night. Here it comes. Still gets me, man. That's what we experienced last night. and when we talked to the people later, they were like, yeah, we saw it too, but we didn't want to admit it. So like everybody's schizophrenic, I guess? Here's a big wheel.
If I turn that wheel, would the drain pipes of the universe open up and swallow all solid matter? Could happen. Can you say Death Star?
Ha ha ha.
If I turn that wheel, would the drain pipes of the universe open up and swallow all solid matter? Could happen.
Is this just a fun pop culture reference, or is this like actually relevant?
Look at the size of that thing.
Hello, fellow nerds.
Use the Force, Luke. Can you say Death Star? If I turn that wheel, would the drain pipes of the universe open up and swallow all solid matter? Could happen.
It could happen. Alright, well we got a Death Star. I don't know if I just like missed this earlier, or if it's only become interactable now. But I'm hesitant to leave it because I know it might be something.
Where it goes, nobody knows.
There it goes, nobody knows.
Rusty pipes. They're hundreds of years old, installed way back when Venice was an industrial area. See, I know some local history. It's the mystery door. If I turn that wheel, would the drain pipes of the universe open up and swallow all solid matter? Could happen.
I guess that's supposed to be the quirky line of like, no, you don't need to turn this thing. Okay. Get some more candy.
I have more than enough.
Alright.
Sure. Gotta go.
I want to see if I show him this, Okay, he doesn't care. Do you want a rubber ducky, Cortez? Or Charlie? Band-Aid?
Fresh bread. Love the food in this place. We have a great kitchen.
I just escape through my animations.
It, it's a jukebox.
Okay, it's a jukebox. Alright. Guess we're done here. Alright, well, now that we have a rubber ducky and a band-aid, surely we can solve the fuse box now. Surely we can solve it, right?
What? I got something on my...
But let me just think critically for a second. Okay, so we can blow up the rubber ducky, and eventually it deflates. So maybe there's some kind of timing puzzle where we have to inflate the rubber ducky and then put it somewhere, and then let it deflate in that area. That could be useful for something. I don't know what. See these sparks over here?
There's a high voltage cable running parallel with the rail, and something's gotten stuck between them. Looks like a large iron key.
Iron key. Hey, all right. Let's just touch the third rail. No problem.
I'd have to get down there to reach it with my hands, but with that frayed high voltage cable...
All right. Let me just grab this key from
I
the
didn't brush
subway.
my teeth this morning just so I could be fried bacon with a pretty smile. I'll have to find some other way to get the key.
You are smart. All right. Well, we got a rubber glove. Rubber glove and a clamp. Now, surely this... Inception horn blares. Bwah, you found a key. I just got to enter the next level of my dreams in order to get this key. Okay, so apparently we're going to use the... Oh, I guess there's rubber on the end of the clamp, so it won't electrocute us. But I felt like the clamp, it's like gonna jumpstart something, not like help me get a key. But here we are.
When I was a wee lass, I tried fishing a couple of times in the pond behind my house, but I never caught anything. I hope my luck's improved.
Me too.
Obviously, this is not gonna work. The clamp's already closed.
What? Oh, man. The clamp's already closed. So we have to open the clamp? Jeez, man. How many items we gotta match up with this clamp, dude? Rubber ducky,
Won't do
obviously.
any good. I need something tight to keep the clamp open.
But it's glowing! Okay, rubber ducky is gonna prevent us from getting electrocuted, I guess? But we gotta pry this clamp open. Why can't I just use my hands?
It's got a clothesline tied to it. It's a clamp. It's a clamp. It's a clamp. It's a clamp. It's got a clothesline tied to it. It's got a clothesline tied to it. It's got a clothesline tied to it. It's a clamp.
Somebody make dubstep out of this.
It's a clamp. It's a clamp.
I can see that it's a clamp. Now, normally when I have these pages, I can like do stuff.
It's a clamp. It's got a clothesline tied to it.
Oops. Like, am I supposed to use an item on this? Let's see. Let's see what we got here.
won't do any good. I need something tight to keep the clamp open. That won't do any good. I need something tight to keep the clamp open.
I need something tight to keep the clamp open. All right. Let's get a key. The smartest person in all of Newport.
That's a pretty cool catch.
Bwah. This is makes me think of that meme. What happens when we use 100% of our brain? This is what we get.